Welcome back, everybody, to the daily portion of German. And here we are launching into a discussion of a passage or some thoughts written by Ernst Troeltsch on the history of religion school. It's from the Die Dogmatik der Religionsgeschichtlichen Schule by Ernst Troeltsch, as you can see, in Gesammelte Schriften, so in his collective writings. Tübingen, the publisher, 1913, a while ago, volume 2. Okay, and so Irene is here with us, and we're going to go over and translate and actually take apart these sentences. So, and this is for everybody who wants to review German and get a handle on how to analyze sentences, take them apart, and then translate them in a literal fashion. So let's read some out loud if you just want to follow. And the way we proceed is please read along with Irene as she repeats after me so that you have a chance to participate. And as I ask her questions, think yourself, try to imagine or try to answer the question yourself as we're proceeding through this sort of unraveling of these sentences, and then we'll offer a translation, and which you may get to it since we will go step by step in deconstructing these sentences. Okay, let's read some out loud. Der Ausdruck religionsgeschichtlicher Schule, everybody?
Der Ausdruck religionsgeschichtliche Schule
ist in Deutschland oder besser innerhalb der deutschen Theologie geprägt worden.
Ist in Deutschland oder besser innerhalb der deutschen Theologie geprägt worden.
Yeah, this G is always a hard G, so Theologie, it's always a hard G there. Okay, we'll stop right there. And so where is the infamous verb complex? So you can see this whole verb complex up to this point. Can you all see my marker here, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where's the verb complex?
Ist geprägt worden.
Good. Here's ist. And remember, with if you have any past tense, the past participle or the complex of the past participle will float to the end of the clause, i.e. up to a comma, or to a period, whichever comes first. So here's how you would identify the verb complex. And this is perfect. Passive perfect means geprägt means to coin. So how would you just translate the verb complex?
It has been coined.
Good. And what's the subject then?
Der Ausdruck.
Yeah, the expression der Ausdruck. So, and this is the expression here. Okay. All right. So let's see. This means within, and so this is the German. This religion. You could say history of religion school if you want to express it that way, which is fine. Even though this is a religion historical. So geschichtlich is an adjective, and this is a noun here. So it's a little bit not quite correct to translate it this way, but you could say religion historical, but that doesn't make much sense. So we could just go with this phrase here. Okay, so translate.
The expression, the history of religion school, has been coined in Germany, or rather within the German theology.
Good. And then zu, what does that mean, everybody?
In order to.
So whenever you see an look ahead in the sentence to see if you can find a zu. By itself, without the zu, which means around or about. But plus zu means in order to, and then you expect an infinitive, which you get here. Bezeichnen. Zeichnen by itself just means to draw, but bezeichnen means to characterize, or in this case, you could say designate. Okay, and in order to designate, and where's the direct object?
Eine bestimmte Auffassung.
Good, right here is your direct object. So our method is to put a box around the verb complex, underline the subject, and put a circle around the direct object, which means this can transfer its action to the direct object. So you just control that with an arrow to make it quite vivid. Okay, in order to, then you want to say this is, and some other things to pick up. So von den Aufgaben, so this is dative plural, von den Aufgaben. And then what case is des religiösen Denkens?
Genitive.
Yeah. And what is this thing? This is infinitive means to think, but how do we translate this with infinitive made into a noun?
Thinking.
Yeah, as an English gerund. And then here in this genitive clause, der, This is just simply a word theology, theology. Okay, you want to do that second part then, in order to
characterize a certain conception of the tasks of religious thinking and of dogmatic theology.
Perfect. Yeah, great. You want to do the whole sentence? See how it fits together, everybody? As I'll try to go ahead. The expression.
The expression history of religion school has been coined in Germany, or rather within German theology,
Mm-hmm.
in order to characterize a certain conception of the tasks of religious thinking and of dogmatic theology.
Perfect. Great. Great. Nicely done. Okay. So we only have this short paragraph here. I'm just gonna get rid of some of these. So let's read further. Der Ausdruck ist im Englischen nicht vorhanden. Everybody.
Der Ausdruck ist im Englischen nicht vorhanden,
Wohl aber die Sache.
wohl aber die Sache.
So let's see. Vorhanden means not to be present. It's not present in English. Wohl aber, but certainly, however, the topic or the matter, obviously implied, is in English. So the expression itself is not found there, but the topic or the subject is. Okay, so you want to translate that one?
The expression is not present in English, but certainly the subject is.
Good. Yeah, it is good to add there. Very nicely done. So how about this one? Where's the verb complex?
Hat geprägt.
Let's read together. Hier hat man den fatalen Ausdruck comparative religion geprägt.
Hier hat man den fatalen Ausdruck comparative religion geprägt.
You can probably recognize this means fatal and this means expression. What gender is Ausdruck, and how can you tell?
It is masculine
Mm-hmm.
because den fatalen is accusative and has an N on it.
Good. And so where's the subject? Where's the verb complex?
Hat geprägt.
Good. So here you see hat is the auxiliary, and then the past participle floats out to the end. It has coined, and here man is whenever you see man, what is that always?
The subject.
100% the subject. Whenever you see this, man, one has coined, or you could say they have coined, sort of a generic, they have coined, or you can even do it in the passive, a fatal expression has been coined, etc. Okay, good. Let's do the last one. Read this one together. So you want to translate that sentence there, please?
Here they have coined the fatal expression comparative religion.
Good. Using they in this case instead of one has coined. Nicely done. Let's read this one. Der Verfasser dieser Zeilen gilt dabei, everybody,
Der Verfasser dieser Zeilen gilt dabei
als der Systematiker und Dogmatiker dieser Richtung.
als der Systematiker und Dogmatiker dieser Richtung.
Okay, this is a funny way for this person to talk about himself. The author of these lines is so gelten just means is considered, you could say. In this case, is considered as the, and then this really means by itself means systematician and dogmatician, but you can say as the systematic theologian and the dogmatic theologian. And then diese Richtung refers back to, this is a genitive of this whole school, of this, you say school of thought. Okay, great. Well, everyone, you've done a great job in analyzing and following along with us, and I hope this little tidbit of German, which is the first paragraph of 5 that we'll look at by Ernst Troeltsch, that this has been helpful to you in recalling some grammatical principles that we have studied before. Okay, thanks so much, and welcome to our next session, and have a great evening. Thanks. Bye-bye.